Hello and welcome to The Villain Was Right, the podcast where we look at movies and TV shows from the villain's perspective and dare to ask, were they really all that bad? I'm your host, Craig Fay.
And I'm your host, Rebecca Reed.
And it's our holiday movie month.
Woo!
We're kicking it off with a sort of apology movie. Because if you support us on Patreon, you know, like last year, as my pick, I did Muppet Family Christmas. And I explicitly said in that episode that I picked that one because we'd already covered Muppet Christmas Carol. And then everybody was asking, where is it? And both Rebecca and I remembered covering it, and apparently we've never done it.
Wild.
I have such strong memories of doing this movie before, and maybe it's just because I have memories of watching it a lot.
Which is funny because I always have the opposite thing where I'm like, we need to do this movie, and it's like, we already did. Like,
yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I'm always on the other side of it. I've forgotten.
We've done a lot of episodes.
Yep.
That's more natural, but for both of us to be so convinced that we had actually covered this movie is wild.
Wild work.
Wild. And we haven't, apparently. So now it's out. So this is the apology one. I mean,
right.
what are your feelings on Muppet Christmas Carol?
It's a classic.
I agree.
It's perfection.
It really is.
No notes on this movie.
No. It is so good.
Michael Caine deciding to play it straight. No wink and a nod. No, I'm in a Muppets movie. Fully committed. I'm doing this like it's Shakespeare.
Yes.
These are real people. I am speaking to real people. It's good, dude. It's so good.
It's so good. I would argue that this is, first of all, like, let's talk about perfection. No notes. The end appears on screen at 1 hour, 21 minutes.
That's right.
81 minutes of banger songs.
Bangers.
Great comedy.
Yes.
Excellent adaptation. Like, the whole story.
Yep.
In 81 minutes, in and out, you feel great. I don't know how you can make a better movie than this.
It's so good.
So good.
And it's all, of course, it's the Muppets. It's all your favorites.
I've had I forget what it feels like Christmas, the song that the Ghost of Christmas Present sings. It's stuck in my head since I've watched this. I'm just walking around. Show the feeling of the... Anyway, it's in there. Tightest of all movies.
It is very good.
This is tight. But guys, if you have not seen Muppet Christmas Carol, it's a Christmas Carol. Mm-hmm. Ebineezer Scrooge, he's an old guy who doesn't spend a lot of money and is mean to people, joined by, mean to his Kermit the Frog, Cratchit, and visited by the ghosts of Marley in chains saying, you're going to go to hell. And if you're not nice to people, you'll be visited by three spirits: ghost of Christmas past, ghost of Christmas present, ghost of future yet to come. And through that, he learns how to care for his own mankind, turns it all around. Tiny Tim lives. Kermit and Piggy live happily ever after. Scrooge McDuck, good as man as any, kept that, and many, many more throughout the years. Gonzo is Charles Dickinson. Dickinson. I don't know why I added a son to the end of that. Charles Dickensian. I mean, that's, the story of Christmas Carol by now. If you don't, watch this movie. Because it's actually, here's the thing. I'm going to mention, it's one of the best adaptations ever made.
I believe that.
More accurate, because it's got Gonzo as Charles Dickens. Narrating. So you actually get like big chunks of the prose of the book being presented, which in any other adaptation, when you don't have a narrator, you kind of miss out on that.
It'd be hard to shoehorn it in. I'd say that.
Yeah.
It would be very odd.
And also, him as Charles Dickens is so fucking funny.
Very funny. Also, I think the Muppets are some of the best of all time to do fourth wall breaking shit.
Yes.
That's their whole thing. And they do it so unbelievably well. And it's so charming.
Yep.
And it's funny and it's light and it's great. And I love it.
So I guess that's the real question.
Scrooge!
He's the villain.
Mr. Ebeneezer.
Mr. Flint. Hello, Mr. Scrooge. Oh, see, it's in my head.
It's very good. Okay, so a couple of points off the top. Number one, if people were singing at me about how much they hate me all the time, I'd act like that too. Straight up.
Yeah.
Yeah. I know this is like a chicken or egg situation. I'm just saying at that point.
It's not like you're leaving him alone to his devices.
No, you're singing at him. Okay.
As he's walking from home to work.
Yes.
You are, look at that mean man. He's so cruel. He's cheap. He's awful. If mean was a competition, he'd come in first place.
Yes. Okay, that's wild work. All right. Also, these guys that roll up asking for like a charity, if the people in the streets are already singing about this man, why are you at my door? Why are you all Pikachu face when you come in here? Like, oh, I cannot believe that
I cannot believe this famously
cheap man
would be so cruel to us.
Yes. Okay. Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. Point number 2, he does give them Christmas Day off. What do you want? Number 3, okay, and this is... I'm going to be saying some shit today. So at one point they're like, "Sir, it's very cold in here. Can we add more coal to the fire?" First of all, pollutant. Okay, how dare you? Okay, second of all, I don't know if you work a lot out of the other comedy bar, but I teach at a comedy bar, stand up once a week. Those rooms are freezing. I just wear a sweater. I know where I'm going. I know what time it is. Okay, you're telling me you guys show up every single day and you don't know to pack an extra fucking pair of pants?
Yeah.
What is happening?
Right?
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Okay. Also, I'm going to kind of hang my hat on this a little bit. I just think this is Christian propaganda. This man just doesn't celebrate Christmas.
Yeah.
Okay? I'm not going to say I'm for sure, but I will mention that Ebeneezer comes from a Hebrew word. So maybe just sit on that for a second.
Maybe.
Think about it.
Maybe.
Think about it.
Maybe.
Okay.
Why he doesn't go home for Christmas from school in the Ghost of Christmas Past? Why would that be?
Maybe because he doesn't celebrate Christmas. Whatever that means. Okay. He's allowed to not celebrate Christmas. And I get the other, and I think there's very nice morals to this story.
Yeah.
And I think there's a good point to it. Okay. But I also think if somebody doesn't want to celebrate a certain holiday, let them.
Yeah.
Let them.
Yeah.
Okay, like I understand the idea. I basically think I am of the opinion that this movie and all adaptations take an hour and a half to 2 hours to get to the point of you can't take it with you.
Yeah.
That's the whole point of this movie. You can't take it with you. Why are you holding it? You're gonna die.
You're going to die. Your
You're gonna
business
die.
partners have died. Yeah.
Okay, you can't take all your coins with you. Okay, hand it out a bit. All right, and I do support that, but I do support this man being allowed to not celebrate fucking Christmas.
Yeah.
He allows them to go home. They're like, we're underpaid. Facts, maybe. I don't know. Okay. But this guy, like, even halfway through, he's like, my business is going to go under. Okay. He is on the papers because he has to be. Okay. This man is running a business.
Yes.
If anything, I think he's just ahead of his time.
Well, yes, and like historically, like it's if he's a money lender and he is having trouble covering expenses, as we see in the past, right?
Yep.
He is having trouble keeping expenses. Then like that's also a bigger damnation of the larger economy at this time. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Where it's like, oh, everyone's going broke, and like they go broke, and I don't get my money back. Like it's a vicious circle. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. Although I will say, when he does donate to charity at the end and he gives them the scarf, I'm like, that is the sweetest.
It's very sweet.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I am melting! hunting.
I mean, the thing that got me was the mice in this. The mice have such a good arc where it's just like, and like they're not even major characters.
No.
They're in like 2 songs, or they have like 3 lines tops where they go. One, it's the cutest thing where they go, and no cheeses for our Mises, and I was like, and then they get that big chunk of cheese at the end. He puts it in the wall for them. I was like, these are the cutest little mice I've ever seen. Little Muppets, obviously.
Oh, hey, you want to talk about something dark? If you ever want to kill a mouse, don't use cheese. They don't really eat cheese.
No, they don't.
They do not eat cheese. You know what? You know what
butter.
mice loves? Actually, yeah, peanuts. I always use peanuts.
Yeah, makes sense. Well, when you think about it, like, why would a mouse eat cheese? It's a dairy product. Like they're scavengers, right? Like, why?
I will say, I don't think they were getting a lot of peanuts before we got up here.
No, that's true.
To be fair,
Just a good old pile of grain and hope they can find it. Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta use peanuts.
Yeah, let him keep Christmas in his way, and I'll let you keep it in yours. Is what he says.
Okay,
Yeah.
I don't understand why everybody needs to force this holiday upon him. Okay, he gets upset. He doesn't want to hear it. Let him live. Let him live his life. Okay. I honestly, for the longest time, I'm starting to come around to it a little bit. Now that I've got like a niece and a nephew, but like I'm not a big Christmas person.
Same.
I honestly, some of it just makes me sad because it just feels like, the wheels of capitalism turning in a very big way.
Yeah.
Although I will say the entire time I was watching, this is so dumb, but the entire time I was watching this, I kept picturing like modern Scrooge as an influencer being like, rise and grind, motherfuckers. If you're not hustling, you're not doing it.
Yeah. I do.
I really kept picturing that, like him in his like sick apartment, just being like, "Yo, look at my curtains."
Yeah, 100%. It's like, listen, I do 3 days every day.
I've those guys that are like, okay, so everybody else has 1 day. I make it 3 days. First day. 6 to 8 hours or whatever. Second day, 8 hours. When do you sleep? Doesn't matter. I don't sleep.
I am the first person ever to discover that 24 hours is divisible by 3.
Like, that is so funny to me.
Yeah.
And I know we're defending this man, and maybe that's not the great argument, but I kept picturing him.
He hustles.
He does.
He hustles. He wants to work on Christmas Day. The point is made, like, you're not going to make any money because you don't have any businesses to do business with, and he's like, hustle culture, they should be working. I'm gonna work with whoever I want. I'm gonna I work with the people who work on Christmas Day. And also that's a bullshit argument because he hands the kid the money to go buy the turkey at the end. The butcher's open.
That's what I was thinking.
He gets all the presents there.
There are other things open.
Yeah,
there's no way you're not buying these gifts. You're not, like, everybody else is open.
Yeah.
And you still gave your employees the day off. Come
Great.
on. Come on.
He's great. And going right back to the beginning, with when Bunsen and Honeydew come in and ask for the donation, and this is a famous scene where he goes, well, are there no prisons? Are there no poorhouses? And basically, that sounds mean. Like, he's like, oh, send them to prison, send them to the poorhouses. Why should I give in charity? He goes, my taxes go to support this. And like, charity is obviously very, very good. But I also think that you have a legitimate claim to when the social safety nets of your society are failing people.
Absolutely.
Right? Like, you go, right or wrong, Victorian England, like, this is how we've decided to deal with the poor problem. And you go, or the problem of poverty. And it was bad.
It was bad.
Workhouses and whatnot. Like, they're, I can't believe I'm defending this. But there was
there's going to be several moments.
There's several moments where
I strongly disagree with what I'm saying right now.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh man, there's old places where they're like, yeah, you can go in there for shelter, but you're not allowed to like sleep. so you had to like sit up the whole time or like sit.
What the fuck?
Yeah, there was like some mental gymnastics that they were doing for like
Good
you would like
Lord.
pay a penny and you could go in and like lean on a pole, but you weren't allowed to like sit down or something. Like anyway, very, very terrible. Probably the reason it's featured so strongly in Charles Dickens.
Yeah, that's fair.
the degradation of Victorian society and how Industrial Revolution has ruined people. Anyway, but that's not what we're arguing right now.
That's not what we're arguing.
But you should be able to go to people and say, why are our safety nets falling apart?
Yeah.
Why isn't the government response to this more robust or better? Right? Why are so many people allowed to fall into poverty and dependent on private donations from people?
Because I will say, he seems like he's outside of the timeline of major government bailouts.
Yeah.
I don't think he's...
I don't think that was happening in Victorian England. No.
Correct me if again, that's one of those feeling facts. Yeah. That's one of the... It's loose, people. That one's loose. Don't take that. Don't take that. But I'm not sure. But
What
I
you're
have a
saying,
vibe.
like you're saying that the government wouldn't bail out a bank. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, probably not.
I don't know. But
I don't know either. Yeah.
It's a feeling. I'm having a feeling. Did you know? I was looking at the Wikipedia page for this movie. Did you know that George Carlin was considered for the role?
I did not.
And it would be such a different movie, but still a movie I would want to watch.
Yeah.
I think the vibe would be totally different,
Yes.
but I'd still want to see that version.
Yeah, because like obviously he would probably be playing it more comedically.
I would assume.
Yeah.
But who's to say?
And what I found so interesting watching this movie this time through is, as you said, like Michael Caine plays it flat, plays it straight, right? And all the humor is sort of layered on top of that through the Muppets, right? Like when the clerks ask for more coal, he just delivers it like, well, maybe if you ask for more coal, then perhaps you all find yourselves on the unemployment line. He just delivers it as a straight line, and then all the rats go, heat wave, da, 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 da. And he never reacts to it. It's just the comedy's over top of it, right?
Yeah.
They fly out the window, and Gonzo is like, Gonzo and Rizzo are knocked off the windowsill. Like the comedy is played on top of that. You know, Fozzie being Mr. Fozziewig, and the comedy is played on top. Fozziewig's Rubber Chicken Factory, which is great. You know, like all the comedy is sort of added up onto the scenes by the Muppets being there, and he's playing it straight. And I think
that's why it works so perfectly, because then you have this complete flip happening.
Yeah.
Where it's like serious, silly, and it makes the silliness better.
Yep.
Yeah.
I agree. And I think George Carlin would have been an interesting choice, and he could have played it seriously.
He definitely could have.
I wonder if he would have made that decision.
That choice artistically. Yeah, it's just something to think about.
Yeah, alternate world.
I love that. Those always tickle my brain so much, where it's like when you find out who could have been the star of like a major TV show.
Will Smith, The Matrix. Yeah.
Yes, stuff like that, where you're just like, what would that timeline have looked like?
Yeah.
It's better than doing it with your own life, you know? You know what I mean? When you're sitting there and you're like, fuck, man, if I had have made that different decision, this might have looked a lot different now.
If Will Smith had starred in The Matrix in 1999, I wouldn't have gotten mono in my last year of school.
Yeah, I just think it's a funner game to play.
Yeah.
To play like Celebrity What If.
Well, I mean,
Life What If.
One of my favorites is the fantasy Muppet casting, where you do a remake of a movie or a story, and you decide who's what, and who your token human is, right?
Very interesting. Do you have one loaded up in your brain? Like, do you have like a staple?
I mean,
like, now that you've mentioned Matrix, that's the one I want.
Yeah, and who do you keep?
Who do I keep? I think I keep Morpheus.
Oh, interesting. I would have.
Because Morpheus would be hilarious. That would be very fun.
So Morpheus is the only human in
Yes.
the Matrix. Okay, because I immediately got Muppet vibes off of him. I feel for some reason feel like Dr. Teeth would make a.
Which one's Dr. Teeth?
And the Electric Mayhem, the guy who plays in the band.
Oh, okay. Yes.
Yeah, as a
that's-
Morpheus, like just with the glasses and
No,
be
I
like,
just think if somebody's playing it straight. You know what I mean? Like, Kermit's obviously Neo.
True.
Trinity's Miss Piggy, of course.
Of course.
The agents are the rats. Come on! It's so good.
I would be very tempted to do Agent Smith as either Sam the Eagle, Mr. Anderson,
He'd be perfect.
or
That's good. That is good. Damn.
was it the Dread Dudley? He plays one of the main bad guys in the Muppets later on. He's the dragon with like kind of the
Yes.
yeah,
Okay.
Dudley or whatever. He's a newer Muppet, but yeah, I would give him that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I'd love to now. This is all I want to think about. Let's talk about this for now. No.
I think I would go Jurassic Park. I think I'd keep Ian Malcolm. Right. Kermit the Frog obviously is Alan Grant. Miss Piggy obviously.
Yes, of course.
I can't think of not Lena Dunham. What the fuck am I doing?
You're so close.
I'm so off.
No, but I think you're close. Like, I don't know any actors' names. This is so bad.
Anyway,
I have a movie podcast. Jesus Christ.
I can't. This is one of my favorite movies of all time. By the way, I've been on the go since like 11 this morning. It's now like 6 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything.
No!
I can't come up with anything. But also, like, I think the Muppet dinosaurs would be so funny.
They would be very funny.
Yeah.
Oh, every scene would be great. Yes.
Anyway.
What I will say about Miss Piggy, because I had this conversation recently that just blew someone's mind, and I was like, I don't know how to describe this to you properly. Okay. Because I was talking about, they had brought up how much like even celebrities lose their minds when they meet the Muppets. Like, they're like
in real life.
Yes, like,
Yeah.
Miss Piggy's backstage. And of course, Miss Piggy's the number one, okay? Like, she supersedes all of them. Like, Kermit, all of them, because she is a feminist icon, okay?
She is.
She is a staple. She is a boss bitch. I adore Miss Piggy. I love her, okay? If you've ever, was some of my favorite stuff to watch, if you ever watch, there's, people will do, like, mashups of her and, Martha Stewart, and it's just her shit talking Martha Stewart the whole time, and it is very funny.
Miss Piggy shit talking
Yes.
Martha Stewart. Okay.
Yes. Just like giving her the business. I
it.
love it. Okay. So we were talking about how celebrities freak out sometimes when they see the Muppets. Like, it's a big deal, right?
Yeah.
And the guy I'm talking to was just like, but they're puppets. Like, that doesn't make any sense. And I was like, no, it absolutely makes sense. Of course, I would lose my mind. And then I brought up the fact that I had met Arnold Schwarzenegger before, right? And I was like, honestly, I would put meeting Miss Piggy on par with that. And I almost walked him out of the room. He was so upset to hear that.
That's great. That is.
He was like, that's fucking nuts.
That is a crazy claim.
I was like, no, photos with Miss Piggy, like, that would be the highlight of my life. What do you mean? It's Miss Piggy.
And it goes to the artistry of the I don't even know if you're supposed to call them puppeteers.
Yeah, they're their own brand.
But like Muppets aren't puppets, you know. Where it's like they just have so much personality. And I've heard stories of like, you know, they get. I think Jason Segel did it, and it was like it's really disturbing because you act with these characters, and they are so lifelike and so like they feel like real people after a while.
Yeah.
And then the puppeteers will just like set them down and go on break, and then they're just sitting there like dead-eyed, like
so
up against
funny.
something. He's like, it freaked me out. So it's like, yeah. And I've said this before, and stop me if I'm a broken record, but I really wish. I agree, Miss Piggy, great.
Yep.
I really wish you could compare women to Miss Piggy without it being, you know what I mean? The fact that she's like oh, you remind me of Miss Piggy.
Oh.
It's like a little
No,
insult.
I would take that as a compliment. I would take that as
Feminist
a
icon.
Yes.
Yeah.
If somebody told me I was like Miss Piggy, I would float off into the sky.
Fair enough.
Okay, I love Miss Piggy. I
She's
do not
great.
think there's any sauce on that. I don't think
No.
that's an insult at all. Okay,
Yeah.
she knows what she wants. She gets what she likes. Okay, she is a diva in the best way possible. I just want to see her closet. I want to see that wardrobe.
Yep.
Okay.
You know, they are making a Miss Piggy movie. I think.
Stop it!
Yeah. I think it's Emma Stone and a couple other people are doing like a Miss Piggy movie where it's like all about her and her.
I will absolutely be to the theaters for that.
And
I will be present.
Yeah,
Day one.
I think if you could say there's one criticism of this movie, it's that Miss Piggy doesn't have.
She doesn't have a large role. She does
She
not.
steals the screen
She does.
every minute. Well, I'll
Stealing
give
that
him
show.
a piece of my mind, and I hope he chokes on it. One thing I did find interesting about the family. So, like, we I think for the first time see Piggy and Kermit have like an actual family, actual
That is-
kids,
yeah,
right?
yep.
I think that's the first time we see that.
Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim.
So cute.
His played by the little nephew. I forget his Muppet name, but
So cute.
Yeah. Which is that the girls are all pigs.
And the boys
are all
frogs.
Frogs.
Yeah.
Which means that the frogginess must be on the Y chromosome.
That's fun. That's fun.
That's the trait of frogginess is
Yeah.
on the Y chromosome. You know, that's just a fact. Is what that is.
Very funny.
You know, if you get double X, you're a pig.
That's so funny.
Get XY, you're a frog.
I would love to. First of all, love that. Okay, great. Secondarily, I would just love to just go through the progression of these ghosts and dreams and what have you.
Sure.
Okay. First of all, I'm like, you guys couldn't bang this out in one. Jesus Christ. Okay, we got to go have 3 separate adventures. Ridiculous. Okay, so number one, firstly, like his partners come back, basically. Like his
Marley. Marley and Marley.
Where they establish that they're like, oh yeah, we used to bully you all the time. Like, we heckle you, we bully you. He's like, stop criticizing me. It's like, yeah, that's what we always did, and that's what we will continue to do in the afterlife.
Yeah.
Okay, so a crazy start. All right. He gets visited by his bullies to start. Okay. Although they are like heed our war, like you don't want to be in chains for the rest of your life.
Yeah.
Like you are going to feel bad if you continue your life like this. So even though we are heckling you, we are giving you a word of warning, which is great, but also you can tell his work life was not good. Okay. His work life has never been good, and now he's the one that has to hold down the ship. And I was like, if that's the only leadership you've ever witnessed, you probably think that's how you lead. Okay. So I'm like, that sucks. All right. Then we, so the first one is the past.
Yes.
Okay, so we're going to the past, and you're going to show me basically being told, like, you got to be a businessman.
From the get.
From an adult you respect.
It's the American way.
It's the American way?
It's the British way. I love that bit so much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's so many good bits in this movie. So yeah, he has to watch himself. There is nothing I would want to do less than go back and look at a little me. I don't want to.
Hey, Rebecca, here's a greatest hits compilation of all the times you were lonely as a child.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I don't want to roll through that.
Yeah.
What a horror show.
Yeah, and Scrooge, even in his retrospect, is like, I always liked being alone. It was some time to get some extra work done. And it's like, listen, I know that you as an adult have justified this.
Yep.
You didn't like being alone. You didn't like being
No, but
shown
let
this.
him have this history in his head.
Right?
Sometimes it's nicer. Like, I've literally talked about this before where I go, some sometimes you look at things and it's just better to look at them in the positive light, where it's like, okay, like when I was younger, I was in charge of a lot of stuff, perhaps more stuff than I should have been in charge of. Let us paint that as I was so independent.
Yeah.
So, man, I could get things done.
I worked so hard and was so industrious as a kid. Yeah, believe that.
Just allow me to have the lie.
Right?
Let me hold on to it. Why are you doing this? Okay.
Yeah. Also showing a woman breaking up. Just like, here's all your heartache, buddy.
Yeah, let her walk away because you wouldn't put a ring on it because you wanted to wait till you had house money first.
Which, fair? And he's like, business isn't good. Like,
business isn't good. I don't want to have a wedding.
Yeah.
So expensive. I can't afford to feed other people right now.
And she's just gone. She's just like up and she's like,
what I will give to this movie is they do not hang on a scene for a second longer than it needs to be there.
It's 81 minutes.
They got that done so quickly. Those two scenes with that woman are done so fast.
She had one day on set.
Yes,
probably.
Okay, he met her at a Christmas party, and then we have the scene of her dumping him. And I will say, the young actor they got to be Michael Caine, I was like, you guys nailed this. That does look like a young Michael Caine.
Yeah.
You guys hit that. Okay, his face structure, everything. I was like, I believe.
Yeah, and I mean, even before we get to present and future, I think we're seeing a pattern of like, a lot of bad shit seems to happen to Scrooge in and around the holidays. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and they're like, why aren't you nicer?
Because my fiance left me on the holidays. My parents abandoned me on the holidays.
I don't like the holidays.
We get to the future. I die on Christmas.
Yeah, it seems like maybe it's not my time. It's not my jam. Okay. Maybe let me have that.
In the present, my nephew, my only living relative, talks shit about me at Christmas.
Yeah, like actively. I was
makes it a game.
Oh, I was so sad, and it makes it a game. Because here's the thing: like, there are definitely, of course, things you can fault him for. Okay, I don't think you should be evicting people at Christmas. Okay, I don't in the winter in general.
Right.
Okay, there's lots of things. He is too mean. He is not nice to his employees necessarily. Okay, but the thing that bothers me about this whole movie is they really seem to hang their hat on the Christmas of it all, and I'm like, just let him be, okay?
Just let him go home and light the menorah like he wants.
If that's what that is, okay. Good Lord, just let him not have Christmas. I don't get it, okay? Because whatever people's rituals are, I just think you should just let them do them and respect that. And if they want to be alone on Christmas, let them do it.
Yeah.
Maybe he has like gained a lot of love for being alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know.
He's a solitary guy. He likes it. Yeah. And
although I will say, just for anyone listening, that will kill you. Don't do that. Okay. Loneliness is as bad as smoking, apparently.
Oh, no.
Oh, it will kill you.
Oh,
okay.
no.
It's a lot of stress on you as a person.
Yeah.
Good.
We're group people.
It's good to have human connection. One hug a day will significantly lower your stress. It needs to be about 10 seconds. Just think about that.
Oh.
Okay. So if you live with somebody, hug them once a day.
Fair enough.
It'll really lower your stress levels. Sorry.
We're all just animals.
You should, hug people. Yes.
Yeah. And in terms of letting people celebrate in their own ways and, liking this, what I will say about these spirits, Ghost of Christmas Past, Ghost of Christmas Present, Ghost of Christmas Future, these are not Christian spirits. These are not in the Christian Bible. You know what I mean? There is no...
If that's what you're going for. Although, apparently, there's two schools of thought on this, like academically, which is there's a strong in favor for this is a Christian allegory, or that this is actually quite secular.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, multiple spirits, all responsible for different things. That has a real pagan vibe to it to me. You know what I mean? Ghost of Christmas Present, also very, like, he's got a toga and, like, bow. Like, it's all very, like, not Judeo-Christian focused. You know what I mean? The young one is the child versus, but, you know, I think they're up to some pagan shit. I think... I think this is a you know, proto or pre-Christian British tradition of, you know, because they all celebrate at the same time of year. Christmas was stolen from that, right? Like, Easter is like stolen from like Druidic things. That's why like eggs and bunnies. It's like an old fertility festival because it was like spring.
Oh, I had no idea.
Like the Christian religion basically co-ops pagan or pre-Christian holidays to like help in the conversion of local populations.
Okay.
So it's like, hey, by the way, yeah, you can still celebrate your spring fertility festival, but it's not a fertility festival anymore. It's Easter.
Get it.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, and it's like same time of year. We're going to do it on the same time. By the way, your December 22nd, not vernal. It's the it's not the equinox. What's the other one? Solstice. It's the winter solstice. December 22nd. It's like, by the way, you don't worship the stars anymore. That happens to be when Jesus was born. So now you celebrate that. So I think these are some spirits being like, listen, man, we're going to get a little revenge.
Oh,
we're gonna get a little revenge on one of these guys.
Okay,
and like he's the only one who's alone at Christmas, so we're just gonna like gang up on him,
terrorize him. I gotta tell you, if somebody spun me into the future and I was dead, I'd be like, well, everything went according to plan. Good. Nice. Okay. Hope that happens to me one day, you know? Not today, but I do, you know, if everything goes to plan, we're going to hit that before I'm 100.
Yeah. Yep. Be like, remember, you're mortal.
Yes. I would love that because one of my biggest fears is that we have some sort of crack in technology and then we could all live forever because that is horror to me.
Yep.
That is a horror show. That is not something I want to participate in.
My horror in that is not necessarily that I would live forever. Mine is that they completely stop or reverse aging for everybody a little bit younger than us. And they can't do it for everybody a little bit older than us. Like, it's just, oh, you're too far gone if you're in your 50s or 60s, right?
Okay, yeah.
And like, but if you're in your like 30s, you know, oh, you'll basically get better and go back to like,
but then
20.
we would become a commodity.
We'd become a commodity. No, but we'd live the rest of our lives immortal, but with bad knees and backs. You know, and then you're in a society of like young people and you're like perpetually the oldest, weakest, dumbest, you know, most frail, whatever. And they'd be like those poor people. And everyone else is like living and drinking like they're in their 20s, but we're just stuck as like middle-aged forever. That is a
all right,
deeper version of that.
Jesus. Okay.
But also, if you live forever, 100% chance that you'll get trapped somewhere.
Oh, no. Absolutely not, Craig. I just want to scream into that's the worst thing I literally have chills right now.
Right.
That's the worst thing I've ever heard. You'll get oh no. Because I gotta tell you, one of my biggest things is obviously I'm claustrophobic. I am not. I cannot, will not. I do not like. I will not get into small spaces. I do not care for that. And so like the concept, like these people that like die like cave diving and stuff, I'm always like that's literally one of my worst nightmares of all time.
Yeah.
And then a worser one would be you don't die.
Yeah. Yeah, you're there forever. Yeah.
Oh my God. Oh, I'm so I'm like literally so stressed right now, and it's not even a real possibility.
No.
But it's just now.
I'm so sorry.
Okay, so which Muppets would we put in movies? And what movie would it be? Because I am stressed.
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. That really got you.
It really did. I actively did never want to think about that ever again in my entire. I'm sorry to our listeners. I am sorry. You also just had to hear what I heard. Okay, fuck that shit. Another thing I'll say about this movie is, I just really feel like they put their whole pussy into like the costumes and the scenery and everything, because apparently the way they had to design it was like Michael Caine had to walk on like planks basically beside these Muppets that are
makes
like,
sense to me.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm like, that's crazy that
because you need to hide the puppeteer somewhere.
Yes. They've done it so well. Apparently, the only small, tiny mistake in this movie, and I didn't even notice it, and nor will I in the future, is that at the very end, you can tell the scale's a little off while they're doing, like, the pull, you know what I mean? Like the... Oh. Yeah. That's the only note on the whole Wikipedia page is like there's one tiny thing that the scaling's a little off.
I mean, what is the scaling anyway?
Yeah, that's what I said.
If things were changing, if houses changed the size in this, I would be like, that's fine. It's a magical world where frogs and pigs can have babies and Gonzo is Charles Dickens. Like,
I'm not watching this with a ruler. Okay, like I'm not watching this movie with a ruler. I will say that for free.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, also another thing that I think, and we touched on this briefly, but him being dropped into his nephew's space when they're doing the game, I cannot begin to describe again how that would be one of my worst nightmares. Because even when I leave venues, okay, and there are people surrounding me that were at the show I was on, I will literally put on headphones because I do not want to hear a review. I don't need it. I don't want it. I don't need to hear what you thought about me or that I was your third favorite comic of the night or what have you, because that is your personal business. Okay, like, and I know people that are like, oh, if I was walking by a room and I heard my name, I would put my ear up against the wall. I go, nope. I hear my name, I'm going faster. Okay, if you wanted to say it to my face, you would. Okay, and it's none of my business what your private opinion of me is. That's none of my business. Okay? However you want to deal with me in the real world, that's awesome. Okay, that's great. If I have any issue with that, I might say something to you. I don't know, but like, whatever your personal, private opinion of me is, it is just that.
Yes. If I had been dropped in that same situation as Scrooge, and I see people doing like basically charades or 20 questions about me and how I'm an unwanted, miserable creature or whatever, Rebecca, I would go into my own ass. I would collapse from the inside and
like
disappear.
A dying star.
Yes, just I would be sucked into my own ass and implode and disappear from the world forever. That's how terrible I would feel about it. Oh, the Ghost of Christmas Present is fucked.
Yeah, that was like some fuck shit.
He's like, hey, I want you to care about your fellow man, and I want you to like reach out and be like a brother, and like, by the way, here's your only living relative talking shit about you. Stop being a hermit. It's just that everybody in the world hates you.
Oh, yeah, all of your anxieties are real. All of the bad things you think about yourself, they're actually real and they're happening. Because I get going to Kermit's place.
Right.
I get that. Okay. Yeah. You have to see the consequences of what you're putting out in the world. Okay. You're not paying your employees enough. They're struggling. Okay. If they can't afford to live, you're actually not running a good business, which is straight up facts. Okay. Yep. See the consequences of your actions. Don't drop me in my nephew's house. Don't do that to me, man. Okay. Like, the Kermit was enough. Okay. Tiny Tim was enough to convince this man. Okay, I don't need to know what my relatives think of me. Good Lord. Oh my God, that stresses me out. This poor bastard. I gotta tell you, and I gotta say, I gotta commend this character. Okay, here's where another, I think, a positive point to Scrooge. Okay, he turns that around real quick. Okay, because I gotta tell you, if I've had that evening, if that's the evening I've had, I'm probably staying inside all day for the next day. See you on Boxing Day. We're going to have a real fun day on Boxing Day. I'm coming around. I'm whipping that cash. Okay? Like, it's cash out. All right? We're getting the big turkey. We're doing the things. Okay? Christmas Day, I'm having a tea and a thought. Okay? That felt like the most intense therapy session ever. Okay.
They definitely. You're right. It's a speed run of therapy. Is what it is. That was a speed run of therapy. And I gotta tell you, I've had therapy sessions where I go, I'm gonna lie down for a minute. I'm just gonna go on the couch for a minute and just like process. I feel like his lack of processing time is commendable. I'm like, I don't know how you whip that around so fast. He literally woke up, busted that window open, and was like, "What day is it?" Today is Christmas Day.
Oh, thank God!
I haven't missed it.
No, I don't got that vibe. I'm gonna lie down for a minute. Okay, I need a full lie down, a cup of tea, just a little maybe I journal a bit. Maybe I'll start journaling. Yeah, I don't know.
Just a real, you know what? I guess I'll do Christmas different next year.
Yes.
Is kind of how I would feel about that. Yeah, buddy. And and here's the thing. I think Scrooge, Ebeneezer Scrooge, got a real spreadsheet energy to him. You know what I mean?
He really does.
He really does.
He does.
He just needs it laid out for him.
Yes, he does. Okay, he does need to pay his employees more. Okay.
Yeah, but I think if you laid it out for him in, like, let's say a modern equivalent to an email, be like, hey, Ghost of Christmas Past here.
As we can see from the chart.
I've CC'd present and future here.
CC'd? That's so funny.
They can jump in on this if they need to. Basically, like, listen, man. Not good for business if you don't pay your employees, if they can't afford the services that you're providing, then, like, what are we even doing? Anyway, anything else? That's pretty much it. And then Ghost of Christmas Future's like, you're going to die one day. And you're like, right.
Right. That's right. I am going to die. I should live for the now. Can't take it with you. Okay. I think that's the whole lesson of this whole movie. Can't take it with you. Can't take it with you. What are you saving for? These fucking, dude,
But here's the thing.
These billionaires, I'm like, where's all this money going to go? What happens now?
I don't know. But weirdly enough, Scrooge isn't necessarily presented as being super rich in this. Like, he has money, but like his house used to belong to his business partners.
Right.
Like, his business, he inherited from them. Mm-hmm. Like, in the past, I don't know how long ago, but he's like, we're barely making expenses.
Yeah. We're scraping by.
Right? So there's nothing to say that he's like, oh, great, my oldest dressing gown. I didn't hurt it. That's good. And, like, they're selling his shit that they've robbed from him. It's like, oh, he's got his, like, bed sheets and he's got his, like, the pajamas that he was wearing. And that's kind of anything that we pulled out of his place of any value.
That's true. We never see him with, like, help in the house, like anybody, like, we don't see a maid. We don't see somebody, like, he is alone.
He's alone. He's not turning on lights. He's eating meals by himself by the fire. Like, it's kind of like he's got a bedroom and that's it. Like, he's essentially going home to the Victorian version of, like, his 1-bedroom basement apartment every night. Being like, at least I employ Bob Cratchit.
Yeah, that's true. That is true. I still agree that he should be paid more.
Exactly.
And he does rectify that.
But
that turnaround, Matt. He's got it's impressive how quickly it happens. Do you have any other notes on this? I will say, for me, this is a holiday must.
absolutely.
This is in the rotation.
And obviously, in conclusion, be good to your fellow man. Like,
Yes, of course, be good to your fellow man.
We're not actually defending Victorian landlords.
Yes. Even though we are a little bit.
A little bit.
Be kind to your fellow man.
Yeah.
Put this in the rotation. It's honestly...
Pay your workers what they're due. Don't
Yes.
don't evict people.
They
during
have to
Christmas.
be able to live.
Yeah.
So I guess it is that time to rank that villain. I have the basically the hard workplace scale.
Great.
So from you have to work overnights all the way up to your vacation time has been denied.
Ooh.
I am going to give Scrooge, because he is the villain here. I'm going to give him you have to work on your break.
Oh, yeah.
Not great.
Not great.
Okay, but you're still employed. Things could be worse, but they're not great either. I'm not going to lie to you. What do you got, Craig?
Yeah, so just one point here that I did not bring up in the episode, which is one thing that I always take away from any Scrooge adaptation.
Yes.
Is how when Marley appears and he always blames it on his stomach or something that he's eaten, right? He's
Right,
like,
yes.
it's a bad piece of cheese, or like, there's
Okay,
more
yes,
grave
yes.
than gravy about you, is the famous line. And for some reason, that is the moral I always take away from the Scrooge movies, is like, if I eat cheese before bed, I'll have nightmares. And I eat cheese before bed quite a bit.
Oh, I love my night cheese.
You're a
I love
little piece of
night cheese.
undigested cheese, is
Yeah.
what I say to myself every time I do it. So with that in mind, I have got the bedtime foods that will make you see ghosts scale.
So funny. That's fantastic. I love that.
So from toast, perfectly fine, to a Big Mac, I'm gonna have a little heartburn there. I'm gonna give Scrooge a poutine. It's a cheap mess, but we love him just as he is.
That's so funny. Guys, actually, okay, this is so off topic. We're off the rails right now. Before we tell you how to help out the podcast, I will say I was talking to somebody who told me their order at McDonald's is to get a Big Mac without cheese or sauce. And I was like, you kill people.
Why would you do that?
That's what I was like, do you like bread? Or what is the thing here?
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't know. That's just how I order it. I'm like, that's crazy.
Without cheese or sauce.
I can't stop thinking about it. I have not stopped thinking about it since he said it to me.
Let me tell you this. I once Uber Eats or whatever, McDonald's, coming home from the bar. I was very, very drunk, and somehow, no idea how this happened, I ordered a Big Mac without any meat.
Oh, I used to have a friend that would do that.
And it came to me, and of course I'm still drunk, and I ate it anyway. because
it's sauce and pickles and bread and
it
cheese.
was like 90% of the experience.
Yeah, I was like, that's honestly mostly the best part.
Yeah, and I got on the thing. I was like, you guys fucked up. You didn't put meat on it. They're like, you ordered that. I was like, I did. Like, they showed me the receipt. It's like, I did. So, like, no sauce or cheese. I was like, that's all I had on that one. And that was the only thing that made it good.
That's so funny.
Yeah, would not recommend it.
Anyway, off the rails. And team, before we get to our heroes and villains of the week, as always, there's a couple of ways you can help out the podcast. If you would like to follow us, you want to see our silly faces say these things, you can follow us on TikTok, on Instagram, VWR Podcast, or you can follow us on Facebook, Villain Was Right. If you would like to email us suggestions, obviously, this was a strong suggestion from people, please email us at villainwasright@gmail.com. And if you got a couple bucks,
yeah, you can support us on Patreon, patreon.com/thevillainwasright, where Patreon is a monthly subscription service where you get to support the artists you love and get great benefits in exchange. And hopefully that's us, because, oh boy, at our top tier, $7 a month gets you 2 bonus episodes every month to kick off, the holiday season. This month, my pick for the bonus episode is a couple of the Simpsons Christmas specials, right?
Yes.
Santa's Little Helper, Bone Storm, all of those. We're kind of talking over that, and Rebecca has not yet revealed what her absolutely heinous and sinister.
Oh, it is sinister. This one's honestly borderline rude.
What her pick is, and and that's the one I'm going to have to watch closest to Christmas, which seems equally, even more rude than normal. So yeah, if you want to check out that, we've got like, you also get access to the whole back catalog, which is like over 140, possibly 150 at this point, bonus episodes. In addition to ad-free tiers, early releases of episodes, voting on our audience choice, and thank you so much to everyone who supports us and loves us and shares this with your friends. We love you. And now it is time for our heroes and villains of the week. What do you got, Rebecca?
All right, I got a bit of a villain. Okay, this is more of a PSA than anything else. Positive heckling is still heckling.
Oh.
So I was at a show literally last night. I was at this show, great show, okay, really nice, but a woman in the front got too drunk. Okay, she got far too drunk, and my entire set was spent. Like, I felt like I was like trying to instruct a toddler to go a certain way. Like, and she was so nice and so supportive of everything I was saying. Okay, really championing me. Okay, like really, and I just was so hard because it always puts me in a position where I go, listen, like, I know you love me and I do not want to be mean to you, but you are first of all, you're impeding my ability to tell my jokes. Secondarily, everyone around you hates you. Every single person was so mad at this poor woman who just didn't know. And so, like, I don't even want to call her a villain. Like, it was just loose. You know what I mean? Like, and she just kept, yes, girl, yes. And I'm like, I have more things to say. Please stop. Okay.
Yeah. So I'm a loud woman. Yes. Yeah. I don't need.
Yes.
I don't need affirmation that.
I felt so bad because at one point I go, how? And she goes, well, it's because I'm 22. And I was like, oh, that's what's happening. Your frontal lobe's not done. Like, I was like, oh, guys, give her a minute. Okay. She needs 3 more years under her belt.
Put it back in the oven.
Yes. Because I got to tell you, I pointed to a woman in the audience who was celebrating her birthday. And I was like, I would much rather be 40 than 22. Apps any day of the week.
My hands are down right now.
Yes, I was
hands
like,
down.
You are out here making informed decisions in your life. She's on a journey. Okay, and just let her be on a journey. You know what I mean? But the PSA that I would just like to get out is, even if you're being positive, if you are too aggressive, it's going to derail a show.
Yep.
But I did really, she was very nice.
I know, right? It's
and
always
very, very well intentioned. And it was just so, because I just always feel like I'm in the corner because I'm like, I like you. I do. And you're fucking my shit up so much.
I need to be both mean and kind to you at the same time. That's
so hard. Anyway, she is my person of the week.
Yeah, I feel like that's
she's my person
hero
of the
villain.
week.
Yeah.
Just right down the middle for me, where I was like, I get it, but fuck, man.
Yeah, I love that. I've got a villain this week, which is the algorithm. Let's say my villain is the algorithm, because I have been on Instagram a bunch lately, and I've noticed like a weird trend for me.
Okay,
which is like, and obviously, like, you know, whatever you're like delaying a little bit on or like engaging with, like, the algorithm learns to like feed you more of that stuff, right? And for some reason, the algorithm has decided that what I really want to see is obituary posts from deceased influencers who I don't know and have never followed. It is just like
that's so specific.
I am getting so many of them where it's just like all just stuff like, we are sad, like just post like it's a picture of somebody and they're like, we're sad to announce that last night, you know, Big Dog Chameleon lost the battle with halitosis and passed away peacefully at home with it. I'm making that one up.
Yeah,
like,
course,
you know, Big Dog.
yeah.
Cat, by the way, came up with Big Dog Chameleon as
That's
a name
great.
for an influencer. Yeah, I was like, can I use that? She's like, absolutely.
Send her my love on that one.
Big Dog Chameleon has passed away. And I don't know if it's like the way that they're formatted where I like stop to read them, but it's so many people being like, they have passed away. And I was just like,
I don't need to know. I'm sad for someone I don't even know.
Don't know, didn't engage with, like,
yeah.
and I was just like, it's like suggested post. I was like, why?
Yes.
Why? This is show me porn instead.
Yes. If they're an influencer, it's also probably kind of tragic because they're probably younger.
And it's like our team had to make the, and you're just like, oh, just treat me like the dumb-brained male I am and just show me,
butts.
I would rather that.
Show me asses. Show me the asses.
So my algorithm is broken. I don't know how to fix it. And rest in peace, everyone. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Jesus Christ. Okay. Well, that does it for us. As always, you can follow me at Rebecca Reeds on any platform of your choosing.
Yeah, Craig Faye Comment at Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, craigfaye.com for show dates, and I will be in Ottawa the first couple weeks in January there. So if you want to check out my headline set, check out craigfaye.com for those dates.
Hell yes. Next week we're continuing the Christmas of it all, and we will be covering the Family Stone. So look forward to that next week. And this is The Villain Was Right, reminding you to catch a hug.
The Villain Was Right was produced by Andrew Ivimey for the From Superheroes Network. For more great podcasts like this, as well as YouTube series, webcomics, and so much more, visit FromSuperheroes.com.